Welcome to our YouTube channel, that is Learn Zeal. On this channel, we'll be covering journal awareness, GK, related to Indian B School entrance tests like for XAT, MICAT, CMAT, and you get it. So basically, we plan to post weekly a video of the happenings which happen, of the current affairs which happen around the globe, which are relevant for XAT, MICAT, CMAT, which are relevant for these exams. We will be consolidating those information for you, and we'll be bringing it in a quiz format. And it is your job to watch this video and maybe, get an idea of the kind of current affairs you should be paying attention to, so that you can increase your knowledge bank, which will not only help you in cracking these exams, but will also help you in your GDPI process later on. And most people do this deadly mistake of postponing, their journal awareness preparation till after CAT maybe. And it is not really advisable, because then in the time crunch, you have to cover a lot in a really short period of time. Now you have your quants, your verbal, your LR, along with this new journal awareness thing. So it would be best if you start digesting it in small bite-sized pieces throughout the year, so it becomes more fun and easier for you when finally the D-Day arrives. And also, as an introduction, this channel will have less gyan and more knowledge. So, in keeping with the same spirit, let's start with our video. So, the first question on our screen is, which legislation does the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita replaces under the new Indian criminal law? And your options are Indian Penal Code 1860, Code of Civil Procedure 1908, Indian Evidence Act 1872, or Code of Criminal Procedure 1898. I'll be giving you like 5 seconds to come up with an answer, and I would advise you to maybe pause the screen and think before looking at the solution, okay? So let's keep with that. And the answer to this one might be easy. It is Indian Penal Code. So Indian IPC is replaced by BNS, and this IPC was the British era law, and to kind of do the Bharatification or Indification of the laws, the government did this change. And some experts say that 90% of the law is same, except maybe grammatical changes. And you can read more about it. Anyway, moving on to the next question. Which areas require special consideration in the implementation of the new legislations due to constitutional provisions? And pay attention, the question is asking which areas. And the options are Goa and Kerala, Delhi and Haryana, UP and Bihar, Nagaland and tribal areas under the 6th schedule. Any guesses? Some are saying UP, Bihar. Okay, so the correct answer is Nagaland and tribal areas under the 6th schedule. This was an easy guess. Anyway, let's move on to the third question. Who is the part of the newly formed COVID-19 task force in Maharashtra? And the options are Dr. Raman R. Ganga Khedkar, former head of ISCMR Delhi, Dr. Devi Shetty, cardiac surgeon, Dr. Naresh Trehan, Medanta Hospital, or Dr. V.K. Paul from Niti Aayog? Any guesses? Well, the correct answer is Dr. Raman Ganga Khedkar. And you should also know that COVID-19 is on rise around the world in certain parts of the world, and also in certain parts of India, which is bad news. Anyway, let's move on to the fourth question. What is the total investment for the development projects launched in Ayodhya by PM Modi? Now this you can guess maybe a ballpark figure. So, and our options are 1450 crores, 11,100 crores, 240 crores, 1250 crores. What might you think? You can make a guess because the numbers are quite far apart. Okay, some people are ambitious. They are saying 11,100 crores. Anyway, so the answer is 240 crores. That's not a lot, right? Maybe it is. Anyway, so let's go to the fifth question. What was the main reason for the ED, Enforcement Directorate, to issue summons to Jharkhand CM, Mr. Hemant Soren? So why was he summoned by ED? That's the question. And your options are the misuse of government funds, due to illegal mining activities, due to election fraud, or due to an alleged land scam in the Baghdadi area of Ranchi. Any guesses? Election fraud, misuse of funds, land scam. Okay. So a lot of people are saying D. Okay. So the answer is, as you've guessed, it is alleged land scam in the Baghdadi area, Ranchi. Well done, people. So let's move on to question number 6. What is the main objective of the Indian government's proposal to sell FCI rice under the Bharat brand? So Bharat has become a brand apparently. So the options are to combat rice inflation, to increase the export of rice, to improve the quality of rice, or to promote organic rice cultivation. Now we are being asked what was the main objective by the Indian government to sell FCI rice. You might be able to guess that even if you kind of happen to miss this news. Well, the correct answer to this one is to combat rice inflation. This was also in news during the second half of 2023, perhaps. There was a global uptick in rice inflation, particularly, and as we know, that rice is a staple food for people in South Asian and African countries. Mainly, you can say the global South or poorer countries. Anyway, so moving on to the next question, question number 7. So what is the focus of the peace pact to be signed with the ULFA in Assam? ULFA stands for United Liberation Front of Assam. I'll give that to you. I'm a nice person. Anyway, the options are to promote industrial development in Assam, to address political, economic, and social issues in Assam, to grant sovereign state status to Assam, or to implement stricter security measures in Assam. Any guesses? Some are saying C, D, B, A. Okay, so you are just okay. So it is B. So the correct answer is to address political, economic, and social issues in Assam. So there has been a peace pact which has been signed between ULFA, which is basically a militant organization in Assam. Anyway, moving on to the 8th question. What is the impact of the postponement of India's census exercise to post-October 2024 on 33% women's reservation law? And our options are immediate implementation of the law, cancellation of the law, no impact on the law, delay in implementation of the law. Now, even if you don't happen to follow it, if you just logically think about it, you might be able to answer it. And as we know that India's census in India is conducted every 10 years, and the last one was conducted in 2011, and it has been more than like 12 years, I guess, since it has been conducted. So it is due, one can say. And the answer is yes, it is delay in the implementation of the law. This is what it will cause, which is a bad news for women, I guess. Anyway, let's go to the next question, question number 9. What is the estimated fiscal deficit of India for India Ratings and Research? This is an organization potentially exceeding the GDP target. So Basically, it is asking what is the estimated physical deficit. And the options are 4.5%, 5%, 5.9%, 6%. I want the answer for this one quick. It's an easy one. And yes, and a lot of you are guessing incorrect. So it is 6% indeed. What is physical deficit? It is like आमदनी अठन्नी खर्चा रुपया. When your revenue is less and your expenditure is more, this leads to a situation of physical deficit. Now, so we know economics is important for GDPI particularly, and also for general awareness. So it's important to be aware of these, important figures, and especially the budget and fiscal policy of the country and all that. Anyway, let's go to the next question, question number 10. And appointments are also, as you know, pretty damn important, particularly for XAT. There's usually 1 to 2 questions in XAT every year related to appointments or the heads of certain organizations. So who has been appointed as the chairman of the 16th Finance Commission of India? And your options are Dr. Aravinda Panagaria, Dr. Raghuram Rajan, Dr. Urjit Patel, or Dr. S. Jaishankar. A lot of people are saying Raghuram Rajan. I guess a lot of fans of Raghuram Rajan. Some saying S. Jaishankar. Okay. Well, sorry to break your hearts, but the correct answer is Dr. Aravind Panagaria. Anyway, let's move to the next question, question number 11. What was the nature of the incident involving the MV Camp Pluto near Mumbai? So what was the nature of the incident, or rather say accident? And the options are collision with another vessel, there was a suspected drone attack, there was a natural disaster impact, or a mechanical failure. Which one do you think might have happened? This is a little tough one, I would agree. Well, the correct answer is suspected drone attack.